y'all, it's your girl Mama B here, back for another mukbang. I'm excited, as you guys can all see here, or maybe some of y'all don't know, but this is a birria tacos. Excuse me, I probably butchered that. But it's essentially like the tortillas dipped in like some oil and some sauces, and then it's like fried taco, and then you dip it into this sauce. A lot of people I've seen, they get like big old jugs of sauce, and I was kind of expecting that. Like, I initially thought it was gonna fit in this bowl, but it was not, so I used a smaller bowl, and I think it's only because I got 2 tacos. And then also, so it's beef, and I have some onion, cilantro, some limes back here, and then I got some regular chicken soft tacos right here. And so yeah, we are ready to eat. I'm gonna pray real quick and bless this food. All right. Cool. That was really good. All right. I got some sparkling water too. And so I've been wanting to do this for a while, but every time, I don't know, I just haven't been able to find the time to do a lot of things. Or maybe I was just lazy. I don't know, could be both. And then I finally was like, let me just order it. I know it's actually, the place is not too far from me, and it was like medium ratings. There's actually a higher rating in Oakland, like East Oakland, but that was near Fruitvale. I didn't want to drive all the way there. They don't deliver, and they don't do pre-orders. Like, it's a taco truck. And so I was like, oh, I don't want to drive there. So this was like the second highest rating place, and it was near my house. They delivered, and I just bit the bullet in terms of doing the delivery fee, because I got a lot of things to do, and I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do everything I want if I have to go make an extra stop. I'm on the go because I had coffee. I was listening to some Luther Vandross, some Kirk Franklin today in the car on my way here, so I'm super excited, y'all. It's hot. So on the website, they say if you order takeout, you know, they're like, it could get a little bit soggy. It's less crispy, right? So I put it on the stove and I heat it up according to the recommendations to make it a little bit more fresh. And then that way it's not all soggy, especially when you dip it into a sauce. I'm excited. I'm gonna try it without the cilantro and onions and lime. I'm gonna just do the sauce. Actually, I wanna taste the sauce. That's good. Oh, that's a little hot. It's a kick. There's like a ranchy mayonnaise taste in it. Oh, definitely an after kick. You know this thing when you initially eat it hot? This one's like the back of the tongue, kick you in the back of the throat. All right, here y'all. First bite. I'm excited. I've been seeing this all over YouTube, and I was like, I gotta try it. That's pretty good for a plain taco with just the sauce, because I like my stuff with toppings. It probably would have been like bomb if I had it fresh. I mean, they delivered it, what? The place is literally like 15 minutes away from my place. Yeah, like 10 minutes away from my place. And then they delivered it while I was on my way here. So about 25 minutes sitting out. Not bad, not bad. So it probably would have been bomb if I had it there. As you can see, everything's falling out, but that means they put good amount of meat on it. So now I'm gonna try it with the cilantro and onions, if I can sandwich it in there. This is actually really good. I don't know what order. I should have did that first because it's all falling apart now, but it's all good. It's all good, y'all. We gonna make it work. Oh, that thing fell in there. And then let's squeeze the lime on that joint. bite. Ooh. A mouthful of sauce in that one. I don't know why I always end up wanting white cheese on a messy mukbang that will stain my shirts. I think it's like one of my last 2 white teas that I have that don't have stains on it, because I be doing the seafood boils and all that. So I just saved those white shirts I don't for workout days. This sauce, the sauce really does make it. It's really the sauce. And yo, this meat, so it's pork. I feel like pork is hard to not make chewy and overcook, but cook it so it's not raw. And it's like super moist. So the way they make the meat, it's not much seasoning in addition to what the meat already tastes like. So that's real good. I'm surprised this didn't have higher ratings. Maybe it's one of those places where, you know, not many people would probably visit, kind of like a hole in the wall. So maybe they don't have as much advertisements in terms of doing Yelp reviews. But this is good, y'all. So I wanted initially today, I wanted to do the ramen version of this. It's basically the ramen in the sauce, because I was in SF and they had hella places. But then I was like, how can I do that without doing the original and comparing it after? So I'm excited to do the ramen version of it. And this is a good change of pace. Some tacos. The lime is really good with it too. Ugh. My hands are getting slippery. Might as well just put the lime in the sauce. So, there's definitely something you don't want to eat on a first date or at a work meeting or something. It's messy, with your mouth wide open. I wish I tried this sooner. I'm gonna look at the origins of this. This is so dope. Because I know it's like trendy now, but I'm sure it's been around, but it just finally gained popularity in the US or noticed. But this is really good. I guess it's like the wet versions of tacos. I've actually seen that before I seen this hype. Woo! That is good. I'm gonna try. Actually, I'm gonna do this because if I get full, I don't want it to get soggy again and have to reheat it. Yep. So y'all, a lot is going around in the social media. A lot is going around in everybody's life. Still stuck in COVID, obviously. I need to get my flu shot actually and do the drive-through. It's so convenient that they have the drive-through, or you know, you can do outdoors now. I gotta take the girls too. I gotta ask my sister to help me because taking both of them to the flu shot, you know, one, especially if you have 2 kids or more than, you know, 1 kid, they see 1 kid get the shot. Like at first, you know, they're like, maybe they forget, they don't know what it is, you know, because they're only like 3. But then you see 1 sibling get the shot and they're like already crying before they even get it. So I don't know if I can manage that by myself. Yeah, the girl's dad, I've been doing single parenting now for like, going on 3 months. It's zooming by. This year's zooming by, y'all. I can't believe it's about to be 2021. It's weird because like it seems kind of slow, but when like in perspective, when you really look back at the year, you're like, everything flashed in front of my eyes. I am convinced that time is faster when you are older versus when you are younger. Maybe it's because you have a lot of other things to fill your day with. But yeah, their dad's been out of town for a little bit. Yeah, so I've been doing it for like 3 months with the help of my sister, my parents, of course. It's been such a blessing. And y'all, like, I'm actually more productive now, I think, because I have like a tighter schedule in terms of what I can do and like, you know, help wise and all that, than I was when their dad wasn't in town. So yeah, I've been trying to shoot out these mukbangs and you know, do the thing. But shout out to all singles mothers who are permanently single mothers, or, you know, for a long time been doing it alone. It's not easy. It is not easy, y'all. Not. It's you, yourself, and the kids. And then one day, just like, my kids, like, when both of them are like, mommy, 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 or like, you know, they both need 2 different things, and you're like, who do I give attention to? You know, the other child to get offended, or, you know, thinking that you don't care. And so yeah, definitely spread a little thin. Ah! I should have squeezed the limes before, like softened them up before I ate. The sauce is almost done already. That's probably why. This is like the perfect amount of sauce for the 2 tacos. These are a lot more expensive than oh, this place too, they have a $1 Taco Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, but I ordered online, so it was a little bit more expensive, which is fine. Support your small local businesses. But like this taco was probably like $3 because I added sour cream. Oh, I gotta get the sour cream to try it. I'll be right back. Got the sour cream, y'all, to try it. That's what I was forgetting. So I added the sour cream onto the regular taco, so it was like $3 or whatever. This was like literally like $4.95, so basically $5. So it's a little bit more expensive, but it's loaded with meat, so it kind of makes sense. But again, I wasn't buying a large quantity, so it didn't really bother me. I'm gonna see how it tastes with everything. There seems like a lot going on though in the taco. Sour cream. And this. Yeah, there's no need to add sour cream to this for the extra calories. It's just because you already get that. For sour cream, for me, I like it because, one, it makes things more moist, but this is already moist, especially with the sauce. And 2, the sauce kind of overpowers the sour cream. So I wouldn't even bother with the sour cream, honestly. Save your calories. A few things I did want to talk to the docket today. And these kind of go hand in hand. What I talked about last time was 90 days in Asuelo and Kalani with the family. So far I've seen when the family came to Utah, his family, Asuelu's mom and sister, 2 sisters came to Utah to visit after the whole Washington debacle. And they met with Kalani's family, so her mom and her dad. And this is why, last time I said, be careful of how we interpret things on TV, especially it's edited and we don't know those people personally. We don't know how, you know, the private conversation is. Because if y'all seen that episode when they come to Utah, the mom is like, she's a little bit hard at first, you know, hardened, and she's stuck in her ways, but she's like, no, I don't want to lose my son over this, so whatever you guys can give, then that's it, right? And I was like, see, like, and notice how the sister Tammy was there. I'm gonna just point that out. And I'm like, see, like, we don't really know what was being fed to her. Maybe the sister was like pushing the agenda through the mom and all that. But the mom does love the son. The mom does love the grandkids, as you can see. it's a difficult situation. She's also trying to change her mindset in terms of what culturally she grew up with versus, you know, how the US works. Doesn't matter how long she's been in the US, right? That, you know, sometimes you're just culturally stuck in that, especially if her other kids have abided by what she has requested of them. I also low-key feel for Tammy in the sense of, you don't know, like, I believe the mom was living with her, and so you don't know the burden that she has carried. Maybe she has made it happen no matter what, right? So her mom has always counted on her, and maybe she was hoping that Asuelu can help lessen the load on her and her family. And so that's why I really do feel for her of, like, you know, we don't know all sides of the story, right? And Tammy, and I think being a woman in the Polynesian culture, specifically for me in Tongan culture, I know there's a lot of pressure for the women to hold a lot of weight in terms of culture and families and abiding by these things and, you know, staying pure and all of these different things. So if Tammy's under those same pressures, I could see why the anger comes out that way, right? Is it okay? No. But I could kind of empathize with her. So yeah, I haven't watched the one though. There's another one where they're basically on video camera, so it's like 90 days quarantine, and Kalani's sister's involved and Tammy's involved, Asuelu's sister, and they kind of like get into it, like, do you send money to Samoa? Which I think is funny that she was like, it's none of your business. And I'm like, but you're in their business about how much they spend, you know? But whatever. To each their own. But yeah, that's why I said be careful. You know, we don't know what's going on. Let me take another bite of this. It's been calling my name. Calling my name. The onions and cilantro is good because it gives it that crunch. The other order of business, I'm sure y'all heard Vanessa Bryant, Kobe Bryant's wife, mom went public talking about Vanessa kicked me out the house and took my car. She went on a Spanish-speaking interview. I've seen part of the Spanish-speaking interview and other people trying to translate it. It's a short interview. It's not that long. In the interview, in the translation, because I don't speak Spanish, in the translations of the interview, I don't recall her specifically saying why or what transpired for her to be kicked out the house. Although, because of she went public with this, I low-key am like, maybe you did do something. Now, she's an elderly lady. That's Vanessa's mom. I get it. But not everybody comes or goes through healthy family relations. Something could have happened. You know, events change people. The death of Kobe and her daughter not only changed her, it could change the people around her, right? I was like, oh, you got all of Kobe's estates and money and blah, blah, blah. Like, now you have access to help me with more. It could be something like that. Or maybe there are some things that she wanted to keep private. You know? And who knows if she's like, kicked her out per se and was like, I'll help you get another place. Nobody knows all those details, right? But to me, what raised my eyebrow was like, obviously the newscasters, nobody really knew about this, right? It seems like she came forward with this information. It's not like the blogs were talking about it before the interview. Like, the interview aired, and that's at least when I heard about this. So to me, I'm like, if it's just kicking her out and taking her car, knowing she's still going through the grieving stages. I mean, it hasn't even hit the 1-year anniversary yet. What, it's been 9 months, not even 8, because, excuse me, it was the end of January. So I'm like, also to bring that to her doorstep of this is hard. Again, we don't know both sides of the story. We don't know the background of it. You know, she hasn't really spoken to her mom, spoken about her mom. Nobody really knows how the relationship was prior to this. A lot of different factors. But I was listening to people talk about this situation in comments, and the foolery that was being said was like, she's money hungry now that Kobe's gone. She's trying to take control of everything. And she's evil. Like, we don't know what the mom did, you know. We don't know what Vanessa did. We don't know the whole story. So for people to make these assumptions, I was astounded. I was not astounded. I was shocked. I was taken aback. Because we don't know the situation. So many people were saying hurtful things about her. And I'm like, you guys only know her from Instagram. She's not even like in, you know, the media a lot in terms of like her own TV show or like news or whatever, you know. And so that was a lot disheartening. And then someone said something very, very hurtful, which I was like, it didn't make any sense. What this person had to say, and why they said it, and whatever their backup didn't make any sense. And so it was on YouTube, and they said that Vanessa's trying to profit from like Kobe and her daughter's death, and therefore she has become this evil person, or her true evil has come out, and that's why she kicked out her mom. To me, I was like, there's a lot of missing holes, right? If you want to turn that into a thesis statement and you know, try to hold it true, there's a lot of missing holes. And what this person was saying was that when she had changed Mamba Foundation to Mamba and Mambacita Foundation, that she was like disrespecting Kobe's legacy, right? This fan. And to me, I was like, that's not disrespecting Kobe's legacy, because it was his daughter, like Mambacita. He called her that, hashtagged it. You know, look at his post on Instagram and all that. And so this was a way to not only remember Kobe, but his daughter, which I'm assuming would be okay with Kobe. No one really knows, right? I would think the best person to know is Vanessa, the person that he was married to 4 years. And so they were like, yeah, like his daughter didn't have a legacy. She was only 13. So how can you put her in the foundation's name? And, you know, Kobe built that from the ground up by himself. And I was like, it's his daughter though. Like, why are we mad about that? And to me, that just kind of relates in terms of the 90-day thing that we're talking about. Like, y'all as fans and people who see it on a TV screen just gotta step back with the hurtful comments. Like, saying that she's trying to profit off of his death is very hurtful. Of like, saying that like, oh, she sees this as an opening and this is a great thing for her. No, I'm sure she's heartbroken, you know. And I'm sure she doesn't want to hear this, and you know, and I'm sure she wants to speak out to the media and like, you know, protect her character. But again, it's between protecting her character or worry about her family and her own sanity. So I give her the respect of, I follow her on Instagram, and any post that she had in regards to her kids recently, she turned off the comment section. And I was like, good for you, girl. Because knowing there's some not so great people out there, for the lack of a better term, that she's just protecting her kids. She don't want people to say anything negative about her kids online. And I get that. And so for us, it's so easy for us to criticize people, because I'm a regular schmegular person. And the only people criticize me is, you know, the people that know me. Not that many people in comparison to the millions or even billions of people who are watching Vanessa's life unfold, or watching these people on TV's lives unfold. And all of them coming at strong about their opinions. And, you know, not a lot of them have been positive in terms of what I've seen. I did see one. I will link the video below. Tea Talk. I forgot the name. I appreciated the way they talked about, because they said, we don't know the whole story. We don't know the whole story. It was a very small commentary about it, and I appreciate that, because we don't know the whole story. But to say hurtful things about the death of her family, her husband, and the death of her kids is just, I think that just crosses the line. Quarantines get into folks. Or maybe it's just that's how folks feel, and now they got time in quarantine to spew all this hate online. So anyways, y'all, have some humility, have some patience with folks, have some heart, have some sympathy, have some empathy for folks who are going through a hard time. We're all just trying to make it in this time of uncertainty. And before we start putting our 2 cents into it, you just got to really think about that person in the shoes that they're in. I'm sure a lot of people would handle it a lot differently. We're all different people, but we don't know the background. And y'all, her kids are still healing. Her oldest kid, Natalia, still has, Instagram and all that. And so they're seeing this too. So y'all, just at least be chill, y'all. Just chill out a little bit for the kids. Chill out, man. It's still fresh. Not many of us have been through, at least I haven't been through a tragedy like that. So I can't imagine of how hard it is to keep together for the kids. That's all that matters, protecting the people who can't protect themselves right now because they're so young. So good, kudos to you, Vanessa, in terms of not even letting it get messy in the media, trying to handle it behind closed doors between family, and trying to do the best you can for your kids. That same thing. Innocent until proven guilty. Give the person the benefit of the doubt until we actually know proof. And it ain't none of our business, honestly. Like, yes, they're famous, but she didn't choose to live. She chose Kobe, right? But Kobe was a famous one, and she, was famous and is well known through Kobe, but she didn't necessarily choose this life, right? To be like all famous and in everybody's face, and everybody, out there to get her. So y'all just be chill out, man. Like, meditate, do something, light a candle, pray, whatever you need to do is to calm the soul. So yep, y'all, this was bomb. I think this is one of my favorite mukbangs. And y'all, I will see y'all in the next mukbang. And don't forget to check out my other channel, Vitality. There will be some cool stuff coming on there, some arts and crafts and all this stuff, trying to be a mom. That's more of my mom lifestyle page and the new entrepreneurship that I'm on a venture of. So y'all stay blessed and count your blessings, y'all. Peace out.